called Julia Johnson. I am the Managing Director of EPSS Private Security Services Limited. I am so delighted to be here with you all. Thank you. Before the pandemic, we've always had different security issues in Nigeria, and there's an impression, a wrong impression created that the government can single-handedly create sustainable distribution of food and provide for the economy. And looking at the factors, that the pandemic has brought in, there hasn't been any significant change in the security formation, I would say. But what has really changed in the security trend is the new development, the physical assaults, the denial of service, eviction from homes, cyber attacks, psychological threats, and all the other things that we've always had, like militancy issues, kidnapping. These are things bringing new challenges to the security in Nigeria. We still have the same format of security process. We have not really changed to the extent where you would say that I can sit in my office and virtually see everything that's going on in the whole of my client site. Yes, the pandemic has given us a challenge to begin to look into the future of security in Nigeria. As you know, thinking and action is not quite the same. And so there has been tremendous improvement in the security in Nigeria before and after the pandemic, but it hasn't actually affected the format, if you know what I mean. But the direction which it has given us to be able to look at security in new ways, we need to improve on the level and lay emphasis on virtual communication and security, which of course is affected by funding, policies, and the environment. We still have a long way to go in Nigeria, but with the willingness of the government to the extent of distributing resources to the security needs, and also getting us into the policies that will lead us to make all these changes, it would be a very good way to start. And so yes, it has been a good opportunity for some of us to improve on our security service that we offer to our clients. It's been okay also in terms of the new introductions that we've had, but we need to be able to think about and improve technology before another situation happens, because this is just a pandemic, and after the pandemic, who knows what else is going to happen, as we have a lot of trigger-happy scientists, if I may say, or some controversies that we've been hearing on the pandemic not being natural, And so these are my thoughts that we need to think into the future with modern technology in Nigeria. Thank you. So yes, both physical security and cyber security have posed more threats than ever to us, really. And we would naturally have been able to have data on the effect of cybersecurity in Nigeria as a whole. But it's not only in Nigeria, it's worldwide, really. So people have gone into more crimes, and these crimes, we've had some in the past, and it's not like they're all so very new, because lots of jobs and redundancies of staff in the private sector of the economy has led to added poverty, with an attendant rise in the criminality, banditry, kidnap, hostage taking, cattle rustling, molestation of the girl child, and cybercrime. We would therefore really require security companies to deploy devices such as drones, CCTV cameras, among others, in tracking these hoodlums, because there are more hoodlums than ever in the region.
But what I guess the thing is, before I go to clear, why are there more?
Well, poverty, the pandemic really has caused a lot of people to be displaced. Basically, we have lots of jobs, and people who naturally would go out every day to fend for themselves no longer have that, and we have quite a lot of other issues with the farmers not be able to farm in their farms. For instance, around the Niger Delta, the bushes are occupied by these militants, and you cannot go to the farm really, and people are hungry. People are having to buy food at a very expensive rate. 3 weeks ago, the price of Gary has gone up from a bag of 20,000 to 30,000. So the jump really, and people can no longer provide for themselves really. And as a country, it's a big problem for all of us. We need to look into food security critically. The government needs to take a decisive action on what to do about food security. So people are hungry, and they're hungry, and angry. A hungry man is an angry man, I would say. Okay, so where to begin is the collaboration, and in collaboration you have to define the relationship and the command unit really. So if we partner with the police, there must be spelled out collaboration terms and condition of who needs to do what and when that needs to happen. And in going back to going back on that as well, I would say that we have quite a number of ex-service personnel who can fill in some of these gaps between the gaps we have in security issues in the country. But so collaboration is a good way to start with regards to improving and the relationship between the police and the private security, and education as well. There must be education to really factor in all the things that the relationship entails. Thank you.